all, I'm going to play the role of Mr. Hall, which is to ask everybody to please be silent and get everybody's attention. And I won't start speaking until I get that attention.
Good teacher.
See if that works. I begin today's talk with a disclaimer. If I somehow offend anybody by what I say, take it as a compliment, because I like to offend those that I love most. If I say something about you that you like, take it to heart, because I really mean it. And if I fail to mention you at all, consider yourself lucky, but not underappreciated. You've got a friend. In Joanne Kramer, you've got a friend. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and she'll be there. Yes, she will. And as you can see by this wonderful gathering of fine people here today, Joanne Kramer is not just a friend to all of us, she is a special friend. How can one person have so many best friends? There's Sana, her natural healer who kept our dear friend alive a lot longer than expected so that we could all continue to benefit from her loving and caring spirit. We love you, Sana, for that, and we also thank you for the work that you've put in for today's special celebration of life. There are her sisters, Sandy, Karen, may she rest in peace, Sharon, and Marilyn. It was so sad, but yet so beautiful to watch Sharon and Marilyn give that special care in those final weeks. The kind of care that only sisters can give. There's Bettina, just being probably Joanne's best friend, someone in whom she could always confide. There's Catalina, preparing those delicious delights and always looking after her friend and doing the necessary worrying. There's Patty, providing all the peas. Patty, pasta, and potluck dinners. Then there's the sisterhood, consisting of Connie, Linda, Kathleen, Cynthia, Susie, and Christy. They were Joanne's connection to the other world, to Chicago, to San Diego, to Lake Tahoe, and to Utah, to name a few places. They, too, were Joanne's best friends. There's Georgina, always there to mediate the Hall factor, and at the same time, develop her own special relationship with Joanne. There's Sister Beverly and her daughter Terry, making sure to keep in touch and establish a lasting relationship from afar. These are all smart, beautiful women, all getting a piece of this wonderful person. And I'm sure there are many more that enjoyed and benefited from Joanne's spirit and company that go unmentioned. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, mentioning the phrase getting a piece reminds me of the fact that Joanne also had men in her life as well. Good men that were also smart enough to get a piece of this lovely lady. And no, Tom, I'm not talking about getting a piece of ass. We got a piece of her heart. There's her father, Harry, who brought her into this world. Boy, are we grateful for him. There's Bobby Sheehy, Joanne's first boyfriend on the island. Now you might say, what was she thinking? Well, Bobby now was part of a preparation plan for Joanne to get ready for Tom later on in life. There's Bobby's nephew, Johnny, who loved Joanne so much that he ignored doctor's orders, escaped out of the hospital the day after an emergency appendectomy, just so that he could spend one last precious moment with his special friend. Kudos also to Johnny for preparing today's slideshow, musical presentation, and DVD. There's people like Greg and Dale who have supported all the special attention given to Joanne by their significant others. Attention that they supported because they too loved Joanne and knew that she benefited greatly from this care. Wonderful trips to faraway places. There's Bob Blackmore, that good-looking old guy that used to play tennis with Joanne. And if you guys know Bob, I'm sure he showed no mercy. But if you know Joanne, I'm sure she sometimes whipped his ass. And if you don't believe me, just ask Tom. I'm sure he took a few ass whippings from Joanne over the years as well. One's of a different nature, of course. There's all the people from the yacht club that she took care of during her tenure there. Jeff and Julie and Jim and Mary, just to name a few. There's all the good and bad drunks that she took care of over the years as a bartender, and we know who we are. There are her and Tom's dogs, Lucille and Maggie, who I think she loved even more than all of us. Now there's the other dogs also, the Hall Boys. Stephen, Eddie, Ricky, Gregory, Jimmy, Danny, Pat, Timmy, Tommy, Mike, Tommy, Timmy, Mike, Tommy, and Terry. She was our sister. She loved us all so much. Now Eddie insists that he was her favorite, but we all really know that it was me. Just kidding. We all know that her favorite Hall and the love of her life was our dear Uncle Grump, Tom Hall, Viejo. It is Joanne's relationship with Tom that certainly qualifies her for sainthood, martyrdom, or at the very least, admission into a state mental institution. Again, what the hell was she thinking? She must have wanted to spend a lot of time with a funny, handsome, athletic, loving, caring, and somewhat rough around the edges bastard. Yes, that was Joanne's choice, and I think it was a great one, especially since he's my brother and my godfather. Like my sister Georgina said, Joanne found all that is golden in Tom. Boy, she must have been a master excavator, because some of us are still looking for that gold. Don't give up, I know it's there. There's all the nieces and nephews on both sides of her family with whom she managed to develop such loving relationships. Georgina would argue that Eric was her favorite. Tom would insist that it was Brandon. I'll sell tickets to that one. While Rick would probably argue it was Sophia. And I'm sure we could get Marilyn in on the argument, and she could throw a name or two in, especially since she loves to argue with Tom so much. Everyone competing to be Joanne's favorite says a lot about her character. Her love even extended to the great nieces and nephews, from Jordan Clementine to James, and even you too, Darren. There's her mother, Kay, who was like a sister to her daughter. Together, they were a real kick in the pants. I guess the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. There's my mom, Margaret, who had such a special and deep relationship with Joanne, one that no words could ever describe. They're up in heaven right now getting reacquainted. But careful, Joanne, my dad does not approve of drinking or smoking. Please don't get Mom in trouble. We don't want any flying dishes or kitchen appliances entering our atmosphere unexpectedly. So as you can see, Joanne Kramer was someone we could all count on. I think that's why we all wanted to help her so much, because she always helped us. It was our chance to return the favor. She would drop her things in a minute to come running to help us. She never imposed her worries on us, but rather tried to relieve us from all of our own trials and tribulations. Her smile was radiant and real. Her beauty was both on the inside and the outside. There are so many wonderful memories that I have of Joanne, mostly all fun memories. Hall reunions, Springsteen concerts, and rock and roll dancing until the wee hours of the morning. But what I will probably remember most has been her willingness to share so openly with all of us her battle with cancer. This is a battle that we've never seen anyone battle for so long. A battle that ate away at her beautiful physical attributes, but never diminished or limited her soul or her spirit. In fact, the sicker she became, the stronger her will and zest for life became. She left very little to be done on her bucket list, thanks to the generosity of so many special friends. There are no regrets, just special memories watching a great lady die in such beauty and grace, surrounded by loving family members and friends. Joanne Kramer was born to make our world a better place, and she succeeded greatly. I firmly believe that only her body passed and her spirit will continue to live on forever. That's why I have chosen, as a language teacher, to use much of this speech in the present tense and not the past tense. We are the lucky ones that can continue to benefit from this loving spirit if we believe we can. It's that easy. I choose to believe that winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and Joanne will be there. Yes, she will. Love you all, and proud to turn this microphone over to a very good friend of mine, our pastor, Enrique.